So for this part, we are going to talk about the rules of throwing events, the shot put, and the hammer throw. First, let's talk about the rules of shot put. Once the athlete's name is called, they have 60 seconds to release the shot. The shot must be placed close to the neck and resting on the shoulder, while keeping it in that position the entire time until it is released. No padding or extra equipment is necessary. The shot must be released above the height of the shoulder with one hand. The athlete is permitted to touch the inside surface of the stop board. However, neither the top nor the outside of the circle or stop board can be touched or passed. The shot is required to land within the legal sector 34.92 degrees. The competitor must exit the circle from the back. So the most important key in the shot put is that the player must push the ball into the air and not throw it. You need to push, not to throw. Now let's talk about the rules of hammer throw. So an athlete has to abide by the following rules while performing in a hammer throw competition. Before the starting of preliminary swinging, an athlete is allowed to put the head of hammer either inside or outside the circle. It is not a foul if before the starting of preliminary swing, the thrower puts his hammer on ground, but if after preliminary swing, the head of the hammer touches ground or the hammer is dropped by the athlete, then it will be counted as foul. While being in the air, if the hammer breaks, then it will not be counted as foul, provided the athlete has played under correct rules and regulations. So that's it for my part. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned something from this video.
Good morning everyone, I am Dela Espanol. So for today we will continue to discuss about sports and athletics. So for today we have mechanics for the shotput throw and hammer throw. The hammer throw is an explosive event in which the competitive athlete performs between 3 and 4 rotations within a 2.135 meter ring, releases and implement with a mass of 7.26 kilograms and length of 119.5 centimeter for female competitions. The mechanics of the hammer throw are complex, as the movement involves rotations of the hammer in varying planes coupled with translations and rotation of the thrower across the throwing circle. Gripping is done between the second and third joints of the fingers. On the top of the left hand, right hand is placed. It should be placed inside the handle. In general, an athlete uses 2 swinging. However, there is no restriction upon the increase or decrease of the swinging. The swinging must be started from the behind the right side of the body. Take the hammer in the forward direction, away from the body, swing it overhead. Through this act, the low point of the hammer will lie in a 12 o'clock position and tip in 6 o'clock position with the respect of your body. Turn your foot right through your toes and left foot through your heels. Perform a driving action with the help of your right knee and lift your right leg up in the air in the 6 o'clock position once it completes its movements. Rotation of the right hip takes place around the back and up along the right foot. It touches the ground and the circle exactly, making a 3 o'clock marking. Position just opposite to the low point. Opposite to the low point, the hammer is driven upward through the proper extensions of hips, ankles, and knees and then released. During this process, the left side of the body should be blocked at 9 o'clock position. The upward driving of the feet should be made. Preliminary swinging action starts with the turning of the heel of the left foot and the ball of the right foot. You can lift the right foot up in the air as soon as the hammer passes the 9 o'clock position, and rotation will be done in the outside of the left foot. Speed at which the hammer is thrown has dominating effect among all, so the athlete should exercise upon that, more and more effective training and continuous practices. So next we have the Shotput Throw. And as you can see in the screen, we have here the heavy metal cold shot that is used in Shotput Throw. So in shot put, the athlete needs strength but also be coordinated in order to create momentum and maximum force during the throwing motion. And then the shot putter begins at the back of a marked circle with a 7 feet diameter. And then the shot putter faces away from the throwing direction while positioning the shot against the shoulder and under the chin. In 2 quick steps, the shot putter turns, moves quickly to the front of the circle while launching the shot by thrusting the arm forward.
What are the Shotput rules? First, when an athlete's name is announced, he or she will be having only 60 seconds to commence the throwing motion. Second, for safety purpose, the players can tape their fingers, but they certainly cannot wear gloves. Third, the last but not the least, the resting position of the shot is near the neck and it should remain over there throughout the motion.